Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sunday, where we sail the Sunless Sea with me, Bardon, and Lady Sakura. And that music right there is the reason why I keep coming back to this game. Okay, so we're going, or one of the main reasons, story is another one. There's obviously no shop here, right? Because it's Nook. Oh, there is, what? There is a shop here. Oh, we can buy some fuel as well. Fuel and supplies are actually pretty... Let's see. Go supplies. Okay. And then we're gonna get going. It's always fun when I come back in a new session to try and remember where we were. It's very rare that I can do a session that is an entire voyage, i.e. starting from Fallen London and ending there. Right, so Nook. So now it's a case of where have we been? So I think maybe we came from Nookmit down. And I'm guessing we haven't been to Nuncio. Now, in this one, we need to go to Visage because that's part of the Canarian Exiles thing, right? Is to go there. Or it's part of it because I want to get a Searing Enigma so that I can give it to her as part of her story. Okay, but so the question then is, yeah, I think going up this way, making way up that way, then back down this way, and then across this way, and then kind of zigzag along here, and then make our way home would be a plan. It may not be the best plan, but it certainly would be a plan. Oh, shit, no, stop. Shit. I don't want full power. Don't know whether... Have I actually... Am I still on full power? That's the question. I don't think we are. I hate when I hit F by mistake, but it's so conveniently located to do just that. But I think we're okay now. After a little bit of panic. Or a lot of panic for me, actually. Kind of gone a bit slow. I'm going to speed up. I'm not all that happy with our progress. Like, we need to adjust this way. I'm happy with that though. Saved ourselves one terror. Right, Nuncio, hello there. Let's get our port-to-port. Those who live here deserve a better justification in the eyes of the world. The Admiralty won't understand, but you can do your best to explain it all anyway. The theology of postal work to pull, the scarred obedience of postmen. The attention to detail that is both petty and sacred, the anguish, the camaraderie among the sufferers, the willingness to endure visitors, even visitors who do not understand their tribulations, and ask foolish, ill-informed questions. Okay, let's see. Let's go there because we haven't been there in a while. The ink blotter is called. The sign doesn't look like much. Warmer inside than it looks. Faces turn in your direction, but no one seems surprised to have a new arrival on the island. Well, there's seen me a lot, I'd say. Ask to borrow a uniform. If you're to fit in here, you'll need one. Trade war stories about your shift. You know how to fit in. Yeah, let's do that. Common ground. The parcels you've weighed and entered into logbooks. The things that oozed out of them. The postmen are delighted by your incredulity and shock. The civilian finally understands the full horror of the post. They have stories even worse than those. Let me tell you. Hang on a moment. Postmaster Scritch. We've all heard your rubbery lump story already. It's nothing to the Toon Colony pickles. Pickled what? Is what I want to know. What about the soot and copper crate? And how we had to scrape the bits off the masonry. Do you remember? The night runs late. Well, we know about the soot and copper thing because we've been behind the curtain on that one. Okay, and shops-wise, fuel and supplies. I think, yeah, getting some fuel after so stupidly using it is a good idea. Let's set out. Right, so next we're heading to Port Cecil, which means that I should definitely change and go that way. Wait, are we? Are we hauling? Let's see the hold. Oh, we are. We have claymen. Okay. I was wondering about that. Yeah, this is the thing about such a long time between sessions. And it has been a long time since the last session as well. But each time we create a new story, which is the main thing. Okay, so we're going over this way now. I'm going to try doing as much island hopping as I can. Just keep this down, because 59 Terror can very quickly get away from you. Let's speed up a little so that we don't get an extra terror. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Even though I stopped. Oh, this rat dude is going to come say hi, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe we're just out of his range. Okay. So we should start heading this way because we're going to be able to hug some coast over here pretty soon. I wonder, so here we got the aphotic quills. Wonder if there was maybe meant to be an underwater port there. It would kind of make sense, right? Oh, hey there, Mr. Bound Shark. We do not want to tangle with you. We're not saying that we're afraid of tangling with you, so don't get those two confused, because that would end badly for you. We might get a little mauled out of it, but you'd be a little bit more than mauled. Let's just put it that way. And in we pop. Good. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, let's gather intelligence. What happens here? Chess, dreams, silver light. The old inhabitants of Port Cecil carry coral incrustations like a disease, splotched with silver light. They like to go up into the limestone heights behind the harbour, to lay their heads against the pillars and towers, stare at the roof of the neat, dream open-eyed. Sometimes they speak of things far away, the Khanate's work, the smuggler's war, the Phantom King's secrets. Perhaps it's not all invented. Okay, shops. Should we keep overpaying for fuel? I think for now, the answer is yes. And we're going to head off. So we could have explored there. I don't want to take the chance, though, of gaining more terror. Because again, I want to, like, we're at, what, 61? So I want to make sure that we kind of keep it in the 60s as long as we can. I hope everybody out there is keeping safe as well. I know, like, a lot of countries now are reopening a lot of places. Like, yesterday, the pubs in England, I believe, reopened, which to me is crazy. Like, here in Japan, all those type of places are open, but here in Japan, we're still less than 1,000 deaths from COVID-19. It's still not a brilliant record, and there is a lot of kind of speculation that the government are kind of fudging the numbers in terms of it's very, very difficult to actually get a test for COVID-19. And if somebody dies, and it looks like it was COVID-19, there will, but not confirmed before they died, there's no way, or pretty much most of the time, no way that there will be a test authorized to confirm it. So they'll just be recorded as like pneumonia or something like that. So maybe the numbers are a bit higher than or the numbers should be higher than they are. But still, I think overall Japan has done a decent job at combating it. Not as good as the likes of maybe Taiwan or New Zealand, but still decent so far. And I think part of that as well is the fact that over here, like way before any kind of guidance or science came out about wearing masks, people were already doing that voluntarily. It never had to be mandated here because people are just used to it. When it's flu season, everybody does it. So people are used to that whole idea that you're wearing a mask in order not to infect someone else. And that's kind of already ingrained in society over here. So there was none of this thing of people refusing to wear masks because it's infringing their rights or anything like that. Like, people have more of a community-oriented, I guess you'd say, rather than kind of individual-oriented view on things. Now, there are people over here who don't wear masks. It's just that it's a lot rarer to see people do that. And generally, those people aren't doing it out of protest or whatever. They're not kind of in your face, as it were. You don't get people going around coughing on people or stuff like that. There were, at the start of the outbreak, there were very small protests. Now, we're talking about maybe like a dozen people who were protesting the fact that they didn't believe that COVID-19 existed. But, there are crazy people everywhere in the world, I guess. But yeah, let's get on with this. So let's assemble a port report. It's little more than a cave and a lighthouse fire, but the Admiralty appreciate thoroughness even. A thorough survey of moths and fire, a ramshackle array of pulleys allows the incomparable Arulian to feed the fire above. The herby smoke of the fungal fire has preservative qualities, but thus everything in a fine grey deposit. Meanwhile, the fire distracts the more aggressive moths and warns ships far above. All is well, or as well as can be expected. Okay, so we got that. I guess, yeah, why not? Let's swap a tail with him. He has little company except for his moths. It is enough, but he still appreciates your visits. The latest Lepidopteran discoveries. You regale him with stories of the sea and remind him why he's better ashore. In return, he shares some of the more interesting cave moths he's uncovered. He's even kind enough to let you keep alive one whose wings pattern bear a striking resemblance to a member of your crew. Cool, so we got ourselves a live specimen. We're now going to leave and get ourselves up. And then I think the next port is Irium, right? And when we get the to Irium, it's probably pretty much time to end the video. And so we'll head in that direction now. Maybe speed up a little. It's all about whether we can get to that rock before that ticks up, but I think maybe not. Oh, we did. Okay, good. Then we do the same. We can slow down because, oh, that was almost a big mistake. Okay. Now I'm going to actually go around the rock. And the reason for this is because, yeah, I want to reduce it enough that we can make the jump across. Now let's do that. So basically we want to get over here before it ticks all the way up, but I think we're going to be fine. We can actually slow down now. Okay, and then just slowly hug the coastline here. And go around. Strange puffs of warmth from the air behind the ice. This is the pillared sea, where Irium will lie. Lies, has always lain. I honestly don't know a more emotive, at least for me, a more emotive piece of music in a game than that music right there. It just kind of gets to me, and kind of gonna get like right at the end of the video here, but gonna get a bit soppy like that. I don't know why, but it reminds me of my dad, who passed away almost 2 years ago now. Like, I don't know why, because other than kind of like when he was very young, he used to tell me stories like that. He used to during the Second World War. So he would have been about maybe, I guess, between 4 and 7. Yeah, kind of around that age of the time that he's telling about these stories, at least, of him going down to the docks in Dublin and Ireland and trading stuff with the American soldiers, because there was rationing in Ireland at the time, even though we weren't officially involved in the war. So other than that, there's no real connection between my dad and the sea in terms of sailing or anything like that. Like, he did like the sea in terms of like he loved going swimming in the sea, and he loved going down to the beach and stuff and having his walk and stuff like that. But yeah, as I said, I'm getting a bit choked up here. I'm just thinking about him, because it's weird. I'm sure anybody who's lost someone very close to them can relate, but it's kind of it's weird that the things that will remind you of them, and then, you know, it's especially right now, you kind of, the whole thing of it gets better with time is very true, but then like something will just hit you and then kind of brings the whole thing back again. So Yeah. So with that in mind, I would just say to anyone who's watching that, you know, if you're lucky enough to have your whole family still with you, just tell people that you love them, because you never know if that's going to be the last chance you're going to get to do it or not. And I was very lucky that my dad kind of brought us up not to be afraid of our emotions as well. So he would always, anytime, like I used to call him from Japan in the last, like since I've been here, like up to the point that, up to the point where his dementia got so bad that he had to be hospitalized. But up to then, he would always, tell me he loved me and stuff like that. So definitely take the opportunity. And yeah, so that's where we're going to leave this. Sorry if it's a sour note for some people. But yeah, keep safe out there. Take care of yourself and those that you love. Hope you enjoyed and hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right and check out some other videos here on the left.